Charles, right here, dead center.
What up?
First of all, congratulations on another UFC win. I'm curious, what are the emotions after getting this TKO win in the first round here in the Apex?
It's great, man. Everything I'm working for and moving towards starting the year exactly the way we wanted to, keeping the ball rolling. First fight of the year, first card of the year. Let's go. They want finishes. We got it.
Obviously, it seems like you were working the body early, which kind of led to the finish. Is that something that you were targeting, knowing that maybe he was coming off of that long layoff, maybe his body was susceptible to more damage?
Yeah, I don't care what you're doing, how you're training. Getting in there and fighting is not the same as training and running and preparing. Once you get in that cage, you got to get in there. You got to feel that, and it's always different. And so I knew that once I got in that cage, I would get a good bearing on where he was. His timing was off, or he's just slower than me. Yeah, one of the two. My timing is on right now. I'm active. I'm training all the time. I took 4 days off from my last fight. I'm just staying at it. So you get a good feeling for where people are once you're in there with them.
Do you chalk that up to maybe ring rust, or as you said, like there's a difference between training and fighting?
It's no, I don't think it's such thing as ring rust. It's all about the looks he was getting at practice and stuff. So, but at the end of the day, it's not a fight. So, I guess I don't know. I don't know. I used to say I thought ring rust was a thing until I came back from a 2-year layoff and got a finish, and I felt great and amazing. So I can't speak for him.
And obviously, at the end, he seemed a little disappointed with the stoppage. Did you think the stoppage was good, or was it just the end was coming no matter?
He did say I'm good, but it doesn't matter if you're not defending yourself intelligently. And I think that was the reason for the fight. Not it doesn't matter if you say I'm good, I'm good. You're still taking shots. You're getting elbow. You're getting split open. You're getting hit, and you're covering, turning away. He. The moment he turned into me and tried to grapple, and then I pushed him back down. I knew that was going to be the moment because he didn't improve his position after that. So that's why I started to open up a little bit more because he wasn't improving his position. So understand the rules, understand what the judges are looking for, what the ref is looking for, and get the finish.
Then obviously you said you wanted to stay active. When do you want to get back in there?
March. March is full of great fights. I would love to fight in March. It's London at the end of the year. It's Texas, and it's a fight night here, I believe. So any
Just
of those, I'll be happy with. And then my lady gave me a timeline to the middle of April before I got to be in Norway for this baby. So that's I'm pushing for March. That giving me time.
I was going to ask that. When did you find out you were going to be a girl dad? It seems like it was
Today, right there in the cage. Yesterday, my nutritionist, we had it in a piece of paper from the doctor. We had a visit while I was in Norway during this camp at the beginning of the camp during the holidays. And so the doctor wrote it down on a note. And so my lady opened up the note without looking at it and showed my nutritionist, who wrote it on a note for me, but I left it in the room. So I had to text my nutritionist when I got here to text it to my strength and conditioning coach, who then showed me on his phone right after my fight. And so, yeah, that was exciting.
were you one of the dads that was like, if it's a boy, we're gonna name him this. If it's a girl, we're gonna name her this. Or
we got names in the chamber, but nothing set in stone. We're just excited about having a baby. We wanted to be healthy. I really told I didn't care. I didn't care if I knew whether it was a boy or girl or not. But it's fun. What's a bigger gender reveal than after a fight in the UFC national? Everybody, friends, family is watching. So that's something me and her talked about, and she was like, yeah, I'm excited. I wish I could be there, but also I'm super excited about that too. I want to know. So she said, now you got to win.
just to clarify, you found out it was a girl in the Octagon,
in the cage right after my fight.
So you get your hand raised.
That's why I started crying.
Mr. Johnson over here.
Yeah.
Congratulations on a great win. Second win in a row. So one decision and tonight a dominant first round performance. How would you critique yourself and development as a fighter moving from the LFA over to the UFC?
I can do it all. It's just about getting to these positions and being confident and continuing. Right now, this year I want to dedicate myself to submission grappling because I got some things offensively I want to start learning more. And I have really good defensive skills everywhere. So now I'm focusing on offensive things because I get to positions and I want to get guys out of there. in this level of fighting in the UFC, you got to be able to take advantage of every opportunity you have to get someone out of there.
Yeah.
So that's my goal for this year, to work on in my mind. Outside of that, when it comes to striking, I believe I'm the best striker in the weight class. When I'm flowing and I'm going, nobody can touch me. When it comes to grappling, I can grapple with the best. Makayev was supposed to be whatever, but it ended up just being him holding me. And so I'm very excited about where my improvements that I'm making. I understand there's still room for improvement, and I'm still making those adjustments. I'm still taking advantage of my resources, going to Philly with my big bro Jordan Burroughs, and learning out from those young individuals at the PRTC, and just having that mentorship. And we have Nick Simmons at my gym, and I have Brendan Berry, my jiu-jitsu coach over here, who's working with me to solidify jiu-jitsu. So I'm just very excited about every aspect of my game that's growing right now.
Absolutely. And 3 fights in the UFC, and you can tell the improvements you're making every single fight. So your division is very talent heavy. Is there anyone you would want to fight in your next fight, or you're just enjoying the process and you'll take the fights as they come?
You know, I don't think people realize that flyweight, almost every fighter in the flyweight division is a champion before they got to this organization, unlike other weight classes. Almost every individual in the flyweight weight class is a champion. There are no easy fights. And it's the most skilled when it comes to every aspect of MMA, and it's high pace. So I do want to fight Ulanbekov. I think that'll be a great fight. He's lower on the rankings, and I think I match up well with him. I would love that fight, but also I know he doesn't fight that often, so I don't really care. I just want to get somebody in March.
Yeah.
I could care less who it is.
Yeah. So congratulations on becoming a new father, by the way, and finding out today.
Thank
So how soon does dad get her enrolled in MMA? Ballpark figure, 3, 4, 5?
I mean, baby's gonna be on the mat as soon as baby's healthy enough.
Absolutely.
You know, as soon as we don't have to worry about. You know, we live in a world where COVID is a thing now, so we obviously have to be aware of those things and the flu. So once baby's healthy, strong enough to be around other people like that, baby will be on the mats at all times.
Absolutely. God bless and congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you so much.
How much excitement or anticipation or maybe nervousness did you have going in that fight, knowing that the reveal was going to happen right after the fight?
It actually gave me a little bit more like excitement about the fight, you know, because fighting is fighting. I was already like ready for this fight. I had my eye on Jimmy Flick since about 2018, because in 2018 I'm from the Midwest. He's from the Midwest, and somebody made a post on Facebook. Jimmy Flick's the best flyweight in the Midwest, and at that time I had been fighting the LFA, and shortly after I went to Thailand, and he won the belt with the LFA. So I had been watching for a while, and I was like, he's not better than me. So I knew my words, and I like to live up to my words. So that chip was on my shoulder for this camp. Once I got the opportunity to fight him, and I knew he was a tough guy. I had seen him fight plenty of times. So I was excited to see how we matched up together as well. But me and my coach spoke about where I am now and where I was 4 years ago in 2018 is a whole different animal. What I've been doing, and how I've been improving, and where my mindset is. 2 years off. At that time, I was in Thailand, living on a sponsorship, but COVID hit, so I was making food in my rooms, living off $50 a month. I had a hot plate in my room, and I was going to Muay Thai in the morning. I was going to strength and conditioning in the afternoon, and I was going to MMA practice at 4 p.m. I was working out 3 times a day when he was retired. So I kept that on my heart while I was training for this fight. He didn't deserve to beat me today. I deserve this win for myself, and I earned it.
You still pull out that hot plate from time to time to break out some old recipes?
I actually, before I left Thailand, I gave it to somebody on the street, one of the Thai people. I love the Thai people. They're good people. So I just gave it to one of them. I gave a lot of things away, actually, that I had.
That's awesome. And I know you said you want to get that next fight in before you get a chance to meet your new daughter, but going forward after that point, is it still to try to stay as busy as possible, or are you going to try to space it out a little bit so you can spend some time with the young child?
So the plan is March or April, and then I'll take 3 months with my lady and be looking to get back in there August. I plan on fighting 5 times this year, so that'll be August to the end of the year. That leaves me 6 months. I want to fight at least 3 times before the year is out. So I'm looking at March or April, and then August for me. And it'll give me time to get my body healthy for this last few fights I've had, and just feel good about moving into the second half of the year.
Any names in the works, or is it something you guys still got to need to talk about? Any names for the daughter that you already have in mind?
Yeah, we got names in mind, but I don't know if I'm privileged to say them.
All
yet.
right, fair enough. Fair enough. It is a bit.
I want to keep the lady happy.
Congrats on the victory.
Thank you.